Well, it's been 6 years since we were proactively lobbying, you would argue, but it's not really lobbying. Advocating for the community. And it's right to actually have a community center that we could build out of a former school in our neighborhood that the school district was trying to sell just like that to a developer to make apartments. We said, no, not so fast. At some level, my red hat, which happens to say red hat on it, right, is reminiscent of our red sign, saviors from our campaign, compared to the black and white sign of the campaign before that. It was a pleasure to run, to lead that campaign and to get support from everyone in the whole town. And I must say beyond, because eventually we put out some conferences 2 or 3 years in a row. We spread the news. It was really a pleasure. Our social media history shows us what we've done. And so it's at the same time as the government, the White House essentially asks people from abroad who are visitors to the United States, the EU, okay, to come and submit 5 years of social media. So, well, 5 years of social media. Well, you know, the campaign ended with a decision that was exactly within 5 years. It was 5 years ago, but give or take a couple of weeks, because it was in November. We celebrated that a couple of weeks ago. And so you think about 5 years. 5 years is a long time, as is 6. But 6 years ago, we just opposed vehemently something that the Wharton School graduate, who was the school superintendent, wanted to do. And, now we have a president who purportedly is a Wharton School graduate. We don't know. We haven't seen any document to the effect. Who wants to do a bunch of things. We opposed that. Now, guess what? We opposed that back in 2017, okay? In fact, we started opposing that from day one after his election. I mean, like, seriously? Now, granted, we don't have to go out and become tourists and come back and show all of our social media. But the First Amendment, freedom of speech and freedom of religion, whether in our First Amendment or in the International Declaration of Human Rights, are fundamental rights to everyone. You can express an opinion that is counter to your government. Period. Okay? Period. That's it. I mean, in fact, I'm in Missouri, and because I'm in Missouri, I'm sure that Mark Twain, had something to say about that. Look it up, you will find it. You have a duty to respect and love your country, but the duty doesn't apply necessarily to your government, okay? You also have a duty to hold government accountable. Holding government accountable is fundamentally criticizing it, right? And so if you're gonna do that, now I'm a professor of holding government accountable. So I've been criticizing governments, my entire personal and professional life. And I suggest that so do you.